Hi guys, it is Erin or Gimme Yarn 418 and I am here with a Thank God It's Finished video or TGIF. I have quite a few things to show you, so I'm just going to get right into it, and I warn you there's going to be a lot of moving around because I had to put some of the stuff a little further away because 3 little puppies are very excited about them. So, I think today we'll start with works in progress, then we'll do finished objects, then I'm going to talk a little bit about the challenge video I just put out, and I have no stash enhancement. So, first thing I am working on, there's a huge pile next to me that's very precarious. The first thing I'm working on is a test knit. So I don't have a pattern link yet, but as soon as I do, I will add it. And this is a dress, little girl's dress. I'm not really a fan of it so far, but I'm hoping it'll be cute after and I can put in my my baby pile. And here it is. I like the colors, but the dress is going to be very full because you increase every other row, and I feel like by the time I finish it's going to be like 5 feet wide. And I think it's just too much increasing. I think if you increase just a little bit less and made it a little bit less full, and it doesn't help that I'm in the middle of the front. Because, yeah, look at, here's the armhole. Anyway, so this is it. I got a ways to go on this. That looks like hot pink on the screen. It's not hot pink. It's more of a cotton candy pink, I guess? No, not cotton candy. It's more pink than cotton candy pink. Anyway, this is knit out of Vanna's Choice. Oh, I can tell you the colors. Pink Poodle. And the purple is, I think, Vanna's Choice Baby Lilac. So that's my first work in progress. Second work in progress, I made another Jelly Roll quilt. And this one I've actually quilted and added the back. I just have to put the binding on it. And I really like it. Let's see if I can get it all in. I can't see what I'm showing you, but I like it. All I did was a stitch in the ditch-ish type thing, every other stripe. And I do have the binding made for it. I just haven't put it on yet because I'm kind of scared. So, yeah. I'm not really very good at quilting. So, I have a list down here of what I need to show you. I showed you that. I showed you that. The next thing is the green sweater I've been working on, the Snow Aloha. I haven't done too much on this because I've had some other things I needed to work on, but I've tried it on and I love, 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 love the way it fits. I have quite a ways to go still on the bottom, and then I have to do the sleeves, and I'm only doing short, maybe 3/4 sleeves, because that's what I want. I've noticed when I wear sweaters, I end up pushing them up anyway. So here is the Snow Aloha. It is a pay pattern on Ravelry. It's actually called the Whole Aloha. It was a knit along, which ended 2 weeks ago, so I am a failure, but that's okay. My goal was not necessarily to finish it with the knit along, but I like it. I really like this bottom section, which you can actually see better now, and I'm excited to get this done. I have a couple more things I need to finish, and then I'll have time to set aside for this. And then I have another sweater that I'm going to be working on. So that's done. The next thing are Kristen's socks. I don't know if I have worked on this at all since the last time I showed it to you, but I'll show it to you again anyway. It's the My Knitted Vanilla Heart socks. But I'm using, hi Molly, I'm doing it toe up, and I'm going to use the socks on a plain heel. The same socks the same pattern I have been doing in my last couple pairs of socks. That's the yarn. Can't remember what kind of yarn. Oh, Plymouth yarn sock and socks. It's really soft. It actually wears really well, which I was surprised because it's so soft. I have a pair of socks out of this. My socks on a plain out of that. And my last work in progress is 2 things I have never done before. I have never made a scrap blanket. Excuse me. And Molly's squeaking. The Herbie behind me. I've never made a scrap blanket, and I've never made a granny square blanket. So I decided I was going to. Oh, I should have brought the book. Hold on just a second. So I won this book from Jamie Lola Tallulah, and I know this is going to be backwards. And I picked 3 patterns out of this. I used 9, 53, in case you have this book, and 30. And I chose 8 colors of scraps I had. This is all Vanna's Choice. I like that they're all fairly muted colors. I'm doing blue, like a darker blue, a green, a royal purple, a dusty rose, a sage green, dusty purple. I think they call this color taupe, and I think this is ice blue. So I did, Molly wants to go out, 8 squares, 8 of each pattern, no, 16 of each pattern, 2 in each of the 8 colors. So this is the other, this is number 9, I think. I did edit it slightly because I didn't want it as large. This is number 30. And then I have 8 more here. And this is number 53. And 53 and 30 are fairly similar, but they're a little bit different. So I'm ready to put that together. And I'm going to be joining that together with Beth in Texas's continuous join. And I'm going to be using I Love This yarn in the color linen, which I had to order some more of this, so I'm just waiting for it to come. It's supposed to be here Thursday, so I can put that all together. And I know there was a rumor going around that I Love This yarn is going to be discontinued at Hobby Lobby. I contacted Hobby Lobby directly via Facebook and via email, and I received confirmation twice that it is not being discontinued. So we can put that rumor to rest, thankfully, because I love this yarn, and my birthday's next month, and this year for my birthday we're going to Hobby Lobby. I've never been to Hobby Lobby. It's about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours away. So that's all my works in progress, and if you hold on just a minute, not really, hold on, I'm going to go get my finished objects and show you what I finished. Okay, for finished objects, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9 different things, but some of the things I have more than 1, so we'll get started. In the same realm of granny squares and from the same book, oh, it's right here, that I won from Jamie Lola Tallulah. I'll actually put a link to her videos in the description below. She makes a lot of different craft videos, which is really interesting. And, of course, you know, with my crafty ADD OCD, Kristen says it's crafty OCD. I think it's crafty ADD. Anyway, on a tangent, it just makes me think that I need to make more things, which is great. So, yeah. From the Granny Squares books, I made a couple extra Granny Squares. This is one. This is all, again, from my scrap yarn of Vanna's Choice. There's that one. And on mine, I left the string in the back. It's sewn in, but just so that when I use them, I'll know which is the front and which is the back. And I guess I didn't do it on that one. This one is, again, the same one from... I was originally going to use this one in my blanket, but I didn't have enough of this green, and I didn't like it with the other colors I was using. This one. And this is the only one. This one is not Vanna's Choice. This is Red Heart Super Saver. So, Granny Squares. Off the list. Next thing, I did a test knit for Patchwork Moose on Ravelry. The pattern is now available. It's called Mabel the Cow. Amigurumi Cow, Mabel. I'll put a link below. She has awesome patterns, and I love posting my pictures because Mabel, I posed her with an antique milk bottle. So here's Mabel. This is actually for Kristen. Her pattern is Mabel, but her name is Elsie. Kristen named her Elsie, and I think she's really cute, and she has her spots on the back. And like like the moose. He is Monty the moose. She, because Elsie, is posable. And when I took her pictures, I had a lot of fun choosing poses for her. Next, you guys, I showed you this dress a couple weeks ago, and someone from home said that they wanted it, and then said they needed something for the little girl's twin brother. So I suggested a little sweater vest, and she actually got two. This is a 3T size, and this is a 9 to 12 month size, which is kind of looking a little wonky, but this is from Candy Crochet, the book Candy Crochet. I'll put a link to it in the description below. So that has to be shipped out today. The next thing I made was for another order. It's my Bernese Mountain Dog hat. I wonder what this looks like on me. I don't think I've ever put one on. Oh my god, it's so cute. This one's a little big for me. This is an adult size. I wear a youth large size. So there you go. I also got an order for a Rapunzel hat for a 1-year-old for next fall, winter. And this is what I came up with. I used a shell beanie, which I thought was really cute. And then I just made 2 braids down the side. I didn't know what size to make the braids, so I'm sending extra yarn in the same color and telling her that once the little girl has it on to tie off the braid and then cut. I also put on 2 detachable flowers so that she'll be able to use them in her hair afterwards. And I think this came out pretty good. This was not a pattern. This was just something trial and error. I finished the hat, and then I had to sit on it for a little while trying to figure out the right way to put the braids on to make them actually look like they were coming down from the side of the head. Next, Playing Hooky Designs, who does the Ziggy hat, came out with a new pattern. It's the graph pattern. So it's a pay pattern. I gotta turn it so you can actually see. And I made myself, for St. Patrick's Day, the Shamrock hat. And I love it, and I have a big obnoxious pom-pom on it because Jen Lakes Yarn told me that I'm not too old for pom-poms. And Kristen liked this hat, so I decided I wanted to surprise her. So I sketched up a little graph on some graph paper, and I made her a Mackie cat. Now, this is not a pattern that I would ever be able to sell, a hat I would ever be able to sell. This is just something for Kristen that I sketched up, and she loves it because it has the Mac symbol on it, which is going to look backwards to you. Next, I finally felted the hedgehogs, and I have a hedgehog army now. So, I have this purple guy. This one's cream and purple. We have like a pinky purple with champagne. The fun fur was called Champagne. And we have a Rockstar one that's hot pink and black, which I think is awesome. And he actually has a safety nose, which I really like. I need to get some more of these because I like it on him. And this is why I had to have everything out of the way, because the dogs love these. And then we have the, ooh, he looks a little lopsided. His stuffing is off. Sparkle Herbie with the Christmas fun fur from Michael's. Loops and Thread, I think? Not Impeccable, just Loops and Thread. Festive, that's what it was called. And I love him because he's sparkly. And then I have, oh, this wasn't even on the list. I got some fabric from Spoonflower before Christmas because I was going to make some pot holders for Christmas, but I didn't have time. So I decided to experiment with making an oven mitt for my in-laws because they need oven mitts. This one is perfectly acceptable and usable. I don't particularly like it because I wish I had made the thumb a little bit further down, a little bit more deep, because it's kind of awkward. But it has Bernese Mountain Dogs on it that look kind of like Gracie. So I'm going to make some more of these, but I'm going to adjust the pattern a little bit because I'd like to give them to my mother-in-law because I think she'll like them. And last but not least, our niece's birthdays are coming up, and I decided to make them some bags. This is a pay pattern, I'm not sure who it's by, but I will put a link. When I do my links, I'll put a link in the description below. So I made 2 owl bags. This is the first one. And this is machine applique, which I have never done before, but it was fairly easy. And it also has a pocket on the back. It's Velcro closure, and it's just a plain bag inside, and I lined it with muslin because I thought it complemented it. And this fabric was all scrap. The only thing I had to purchase to make these bags was the strapping, which I needed 2 yards, which were $1.50 a yard, so for $3 I made 2 bags. So this is the first bag. And then just in the complete opposite colors and with the different color eyes, this is the second bag. And I can't decide which one I like more. One of our nieces really likes peace signs. Well, at least she did last year, so I'm hoping she still does. Or we've been forcing peace sign stuff on her for a year. So I like it. I was pretty impressed with myself I was pretty proud of myself that I was able to do these. And they were a lot of fun. They were a lot of fun. So that's all I have for finished objects. The last thing I want to mention while I'm still wearing my obnoxious pom-pom is last week I released a video. I have put out a challenge to knit or crochet 10,000 meters in 3 months. So go check out that video, join the group on Facebook. It's going to be a lot of fun, and you know, whether you finish or not, it's all about just getting together and having a good time and seeing, maybe you'll surprise yourself. So I hope everybody's doing well, and until I talk to you again, bye.